are every beautiful dimension of you. And at Mary Kay, we know we've all got a few things in common. We're all worthy of a community that understands us. We all deserve flexibility, and we should get to run our day instead of it running us. So maybe that's what brought you here to get to know us. Mary Kay has been a groundbreaking, trailblazing company for more than 60 years, and we follow in the footsteps of the original beauty influencer. Like many women in the 60s, Mary Kay Ash was not treated fairly in the workplace, so she made a change and founded a company that gives everyone the opportunity they deserve. Today, Mary Kay continues to be family-owned and continues empowering others in more than 35 countries. We are a company driven by the idea that you can do what you love, be who you want, and earn extra income on your terms. Our idea is powerful in its simplicity. First, Mary Kay creates hundreds of products that people crave. And yes, we win industry awards. Conduct 500,000 tests a year for safety, quality, and performance. Hold more than 1,600 global patents. And products are made in our own global manufacturing and research facility. Because what gets us really excited is how much people love our products. Because your confidence is our obsession. Next, we keep the business model beautifully simple too. Independent beauty consultants are 100% independent business owners. They buy directly from Mary Kay, then sell directly to customers to earn money. That's it. No wholesalers, no middlemen, no one holding them back, period. They enjoy the flexibility to work a Mary Kay business a lot or a little at parties, online, and on social. All while learning life skills from others and getting digital tools to help along the way. And if they're ready to lead a team of their own, they can drive the business as far as they want. Beauty consultants have one of the highest profit potentials on product sales in the world. Plus, at Mary Kay, they are always celebrated. Small wins are recognized, and big accomplishments are richly rewarded by a community of entrepreneurs and corporate employees around the world. Working together, we've also built a long history of giving. Mary Kay and its 4 company-sponsored foundations has given more than $200 million in monetary and product donations since we began tracking our philanthropic efforts. We support life-saving research and survivor empowerment with more than $24 million awarded to cancer research innovation from the Mary Kay Ash Foundation. And we strive to protect the environment by planting more than 1 million trees, powering our global headquarters and manufacturing with 100% renewable energy, and achieving zero landfill site status in our global manufacturing facility. We are a brand with a purpose, and we hope you see the amazing potential we see for a bright future together. This is where you can come to thrive. This is where you can unleash your confidence. This is Mary Kay, empowering women entrepreneurs since 1963. Then, now, always.
I love that video. That is like my all-time favorite video. And you all should have that link in your phone to send to everybody. You get it with skincare class. If there's an excited woman, hand her your phone and say, here, watch this while I set up. Anyway, Lori, go ahead and take it away for Recco.
Yes, welcome everyone. We are so excited that you decided to invest in your business and in yourself. This is one of the best self-improvement programs you could be in, is Mary Kay. So welcome. Okay, so we would love to recognize accomplishments from the last week. So we would love to see your retail sales, your new faces, any bookings, and any shares, are there any brand new consultants? Any of those, please feel free to type them in the chat, and we will follow up in a bit, right?
Yeah, you guys start typing away any sales you had for the week. We want to know new faces. That's the key, right? And you guys, I'd love to know if anybody's been working with the test panel. Have you gotten anybody on the test panel? Somebody who maybe isn't even a skincare customer on the test panel, somebody willing to try it? It's a great way. If you're not familiar with the test panel, we have a couple of videos explaining how it works. Simple and easy. So type away, ladies. We want to know how your week went, what your activity is. All right. So while we're waiting for text messages, you all know how to text in the chat section, right? Okay. Nice, Julie. You got a $178 a day with and you have the daughter is on a test panel. Nice job. That's the fun of that test panel is there's no risk. So anyway, type away. We'd love to include all that. So who knows what September the 13th is? Good job, Carrie. Two on the test panel. So Carrie, how did you get your two on the test panel? Did you just literally text it to him or did you call him and talk to him or? Good job, Daryl, and two new faces. Is that a girl?
One of them, she asked, she was in one of the classes and she asked me what she should start doing. So I gave her a mini and she started with that and now she's going to get the set. And
Nice.
that's the repair.
Oh, you got to get her a mini of the repair. I think the repair, honestly, is the one that they fall in love with it with like day 2 or day 3. And I think
Yep.
somebody brought that up last week. It might have been Janine. And I thank you for whoever's idea. I think it was Janine's tip last week was like, but if they fall in love with it on day 3, why do they have to wait till day 7? They don't. In fact, if they're using
Oh
the repair
no,
mini,
she'd already told me, don't I look different? And do the skin analyzer at the beginning because we look in the mirror all the time, we don't see the difference. And the skin analyzer will show you. My husband's been actually using the retinol, and it's a big difference in his skin. So I'm just saying, you got to let people use it for them to understand that they need to use it.
there you go.
So
There you go.
I give when they spend more than $200, I give them a mini of whatever, and I get more people at least on it.
Yep. And I think you guys, like Julie, you got somebody on the test panel. I think you guys, the test panel, if you really embrace that and you work on that, like every week thinking of who have I met? Who could I get on? I wouldn't just give it to somebody ideally without having some kind of a relationship with them, either having met them or whatever. But I think it's a great way for you guys to convert a lot of it's what I use it for is converting my current customers that are not on skincare. I'm trying to build my clients deep, not just wide. I don't want like 100 customers. I'd rather have 50 that are on everything than 100 that are getting one thing. So that's the reason why that was originally developed. While you guys are still typing in the chat, I want to know everything, new faces. And congratulations, Daryl, and two new faces. Great job. Connie, 150. Congratulations. So keep typing that stuff in. The next thing we are going to talk about really quick, though, is the fact that it is our company's anniversary. Do you all know what happened on September 13th back in 1963? Mary Kay had this crazy idea to start a company. And do you all know that 30 days before that, her husband had a massive heart attack and died at the breakfast table? Many of us would have said, that must be a sign I'm not going to do this. Because even her attorney said, lady, this 50% and no quota, no territory, it's not going to work. You're not even going to make it a year. They literally told Mary Kay, your company won't last a year. You won't be able to afford the commissions and what you're trying to do. Sandy Muller, you are a star consultant. Congratulations. We're going to talk about stars in a minute, but let's talk about this company's 62nd anniversary and what to do. You guys, it is this week. This week is our company's anniversary. So I want you to get bold. And I hope you have a piece of paper in front of you because I'm going to share with you just a few quick notes from Cheryl Warfield. She talked about when we as a director can help someone else become a director. Okay. There is nothing more exciting than the feeling of helping somebody when they want something so much. Okay. And so she said that we have dreams in our heart as directors to pass that on, to Carrie and Sherry and whoever else has a dream in their heart to be a director. If you've got a dream in your heart to be a director and you want to impact a lot more lives, then you need to reach out to your director and say, I don't know how to get from here to there, but I want that. And then let's figure out why you want that. Why is that important to you? And then we can run for that. She's talked about undusting, uncovering, and helping us see the greatness. You guys need to, let me rephrase that. She talked about us as directors, Lori and I, and your directors, helping you uncover, undust, and helping you find your greatness. Everybody comes with different skills. Lori has different skills than I do. Doesn't make her a better director or me a better director. Everybody comes to the table with different skills. And that's what makes this business unique and fun. So she says, So one of the things they were asking about is, and I'm asking each and every one of you, and I hope everyone who's listening to this video and the recording gets this, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. So I want you to look into my eyes for a second. I want to ask each and every one of you to add a team member this month. Now, let me share with you what I mean. It's Mary Kay's anniversary. The one thing Mary Kay asked us, more than doing a facial or pampering somebody, is to pass it on. I guarantee you, Kelly has a customer who doesn't want to pay retail. Lisa's got a customer. Sandy's got a customer. Magda's got a customer. Connie does. Julie does. Maybe a customer, maybe a family member. Cheryl Warfield shared that the only reason she joined Mary Kay was to help a friend of hers who was in a contest to go to some special meeting where Mary Kay was going to be there. And she had to get one more team member. She goes, so I called her and said, look, how would you like to get your stuff at half off? And Cheryl said, I'd been a customer for a little bit. And I'm like, half off, I'm up for that. Had no intentions of doing anything. And now she's an elite executive national sales director emeritus. So all I will tell you guys is getting one is so exciting. No matter how fast or slow, you don't have a Ouija board. I told Janice to her face, I'm not doing anything. I will never drive a pink Cadillac. I will not win a diamond ring. They're gaudy. I don't want to have anything to do with the corporate side of this. I just want my half off. And she just left me alone, which is fine. But do you guys see what I'm saying? It's Mary Kay's anniversary week. You will never forget that the week of Mary Kay's 62nd anniversary, you added, maybe for some of you, your first. It'll be Lisa, it'll be your first. Magda, you look great in red when you get you back in red. Darylyn, it would be your first. So you guys, Julie, all of you guys, Carrie, everybody can add one team member. One team member this week or this month. Now, that video that we shared, it is under boards. And we have that video all over the place. So if you guys need that video or text me, say, Diane, send me that video. That video, I call it Mary Kay Turns 60, but it literally shows every ethnicity and every age. Why would people want to be a part of Mary Kay? So you guys do me a favor, since there's a lot of you on, type in the chat, what do you think for the woman today, the average woman today, whether she's in her 20s, 30s, 50s, 60s, whatever, what do you think would be, what do you relate to? What do you think would be the number one reason a woman would probably want to join Mary Kay? Type in the chat. Do you think it's support? Do you think it's the camaraderie? Maybe the 50% discount? Do you think it's the personal development, the freedom and flexibility? Okay, Darylyn says the discount. I totally agree with you. And there's nothing wrong with saying to them, well, you know, our discount's really big. Would you be open? Would you be, this is what I say, write this down. Would you be open-minded enough to check it out? Who's going to say, no, I'm closed-minded? Nobody. Say, can I have 15 minutes of your time? I'd love to give you a gift. Freedom and flexibility. Debbie, I will have to tell you that that is, I think, one of the biggest things. If it isn't the discount, it's got to be freedom and flexibility. Because that's what everybody's wanting, right? Everybody goes, well, I want to make extra money, but it has to be on my terms. Well, good luck when you're getting a job at the mall. You're like, well, I'm going to show up when I feel like it. Well, that doesn't go over so well. So I'm going to personally add each and every one of you, Janine, Marty, Carrie, Jermaine, Magda, Debbie, Lisa, Sandy, every one of you that's on here, I'm going to ask you to add one to your team this month. It's $35, gang. We're not asking them to marry you. We're not asking them to get a permanent tattoo. This isn't like transplanting an organ. This is like, you know what? I love this company. I love what it stands for. And your discount's 50%. You want to jump on board. Just do this with me. To finish my B this last year, I had 3 of my really, really, really good customers join my team in June. And at first I was just like, because they buy a lot from me. And I'm thinking, oh, I just lost a customer. But you know what? Now they check in with me. They go, Diane, I just saw your video of all the stuff that's going out. And I'm really excited. Thank you for keeping me in the loop. And they get it. They get it. So you guys, I'm just asking you, we need to add one each. I'm going to commit to you guys to add 5. Now I have no idea who these 5 people are going to be. They don't even know who they're going to be. But Lori and I are going to commit to getting a gold medal, correct? And then we just need you guys to each add 1. And you don't know why they're going to join. They might say the discount, like me. I bet a lot of you joined for the discount. I bet you a lot of you joined for the discount.
Mm-hmm.
I know Janine did. I know Lori did. In fact, when I did a sharing appointment with Lori, you know what she said? What's the absolute least I can order every year? Now I'm looking over at Beth, my cousin, who recruited her, and I'm thinking, wow, that's going to be somebody who's going to stick around. Little did I know that over 30 years later, Lori would be still a director and doing a phenomenal job. And Lori had the privilege of meeting Mary Kay. So I don't want to spend any more time on this, but you guys do me the favor. And so I want you to, if you all have a piece of paper in front of you, I'm going to give you 5 occupations. So just write these 5 occupations down. Write down nurse, write these in a row. I want you to write one right after the other. Diane made me do it. Yeah, you're funny, Kelly. Okay, that's probably actually true. Okay, so nurse is the first one. Underneath nurse, write teacher. Underneath teacher, write manager. This could be a manager of a bank, manager, anybody who's in a leadership position, manager. The next one, the fourth thing is a pastor or a pastor's wife. They might be pastoring a church or whatever. And the last one is somebody who's customer service, hospitality, which also includes restaurants and hotels. So it's like customer service, hospitality, restaurant, hotel. All right, now to the right of that, really quick, just off the top of your head, I want you guys to think of who do you know that's a nurse? Just write down a name. Right, Nate, to the right of the word nurse. Who do you know who's a nurse? Write down one name. Okay, next to teacher. You know what? I have a principal of a school here locally who's a new customer of mine, and I'm her third consultant. I need to talk to her. Brenda. So write down next to teacher, write down someone's name. When you think of a manager, could be a bank manager, could be a store manager, could be a restaurant manager. Who is a manager? Okay, write down one name. Okay, pastor or pastor's wife. Who do you guys know who is super involved in church? Write down one name. And then the last one is customer service, hospital, hotel, restaurant, um, anybody. Maybe she's a wait, maybe she's a server, whatever. Okay, so you've got now 5 names. And I'm going to really challenge you guys to share with all 5 of those people about this opportunity. Because if you do, and I'm happy to help you, we can do a 3-way call or you can send them a video or, but I will tell you, if you guys share, here's the deal. Promise me this, and I can't believe I'm recording this, but do not vomit Mary Kay all over them. And by that, I mean, do not throw so much information and they're like, go away, lady. I don't want to do this. And I know you all know what I mean. Julie says, I joined for the product.
Interject, Diane.
The event, we wrote a list. Yes.
I would just like to interject. Any of you who haven't like brought in a team member recently, I would suggest that you get with your director and do it with her after you. Well, Diane, you suggest the sequence. It's always good if they have had a little bit of layering first, but when it comes down to the actual close or don't you have some new ones that haven't done sharing appointments and really you need to do like
Absolutely.
the first 3 and then they do 4?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. So,
Go
okay,
ahead and explain that.
in a perfect world, it'd be great if she's tried the product. Because I'm going to be honest with you, people will join because they love the product and they don't want to pay retail. If she loves repair and she has a chance of getting it half off, nobody with have a brain cell is not going to want to join. Like seriously. So ideally, she's tried the product and loves the product. That's in a perfect world. Not, I mean, Daisha, we get never tried the product, so there's always the exception, but we're going to not go for the exception. Ideally, she loves a product. Number 2 is layer her, meaning you send her that video and say, here's the deal. How would you like a free eye makeup remover? Or pick whatever's her favorite product, charcoal mask, whatever. And say, I'll tell you what, watch this 4-minute video. That video is literally 4 minutes and 5 seconds or something. It's really short. And say then.
Or can I offer one other suggestion? If you wanted, now the straightforward, easy way is just send her that one. But if you know her background and you know of a video on In Touch that's a minute or so, and it is like her, like a single mom or student or something like that, you can always layer with that. Just let me say that.
Right. So, like, for example, if she says, oh, Diane, I have 6 kids. I go, oh, I have a video for you. It's Marnie. Marnie has 7 kids and she's a director. So if you've got someone like that, the reason I like about the other video, though, is it's generic and it shows every ethnicity from light to dark, every age, from 18 to 80. It has everything. And it talks about specifically about how we are independent contractors because a couple other direct selling companies they have now reneged on some of their contracts. I don't want to get into a bunch of that stuff. So the bottom line is come up with at least these 5 people, ask them, hopefully they've tried the product. Then you're going to text your director the list of 5. So let's say Lisa Yang is going to send me a list of 5 people. And I'm going to say, okay, Lisa, so you're going to say this to them. You're going to say to them, I've, due to our company's anniversary, I'm in a challenge this week to learn to share the Mary Kay story. And I need to practice and I feel comfortable with you. And then I'd say, actually, Lori, or whatever the girl's name is, you're somebody that you're the type of person I'm looking for. I don't want someone like me. I'm looking for someone like you. And if you're not interested, you might know someone who is. As soon as you take it away from them, they're like, well, I didn't say that. I might be interested. And you're like, okay, so if you will watch, I'll tell you what, I'll have a free lash intensity mascara for you. Just watch this video. And all I need you to do is do a quick three-way practice with me and my mentor, which would be either Lori or I, and say, and you get to ask her any four questions, and I'm going to learn a ton from whatever the four questions are you ask. So the first thing we do on that three-way is to say, gosh, Marty, I know that you're doing this to help Lori, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know this may or may not be for you, but I'm glad that you're open-minded enough to check it out. I appreciate that. So just give me a snippet of what your life looks like. So we are very laid back. I am not chasing people to join my team. I am not chasing people to join our company. People chase us. That's otherwise that's not how I roll. So I want you guys to take those five names that you wrote down. Now some of those might be on your chicken list. You're like, well, yeah, but she's the head of nursing at such and such and makes $200,000 a year. That's fine. It doesn't matter how much money she makes. How do you know she's happy? This might be the fun thing in her life, the non-stressful fun thing in her life. All right. So lots of great things to share. She talked about, oh, this is one last thing that Cheryl Warfield shared. She said, if I were to walk in your office or wherever you do your Mary Kay, you guys, is there something on the wall right now that has your goal for this year, your dream, your vision? So it's not going to take you more than 30 minutes to come up with what it is that you want. You need to make a dream board, and it needs to have on there where you want to be. Because if your brain has that to look for on days which you're excited, that's great. On days when you're not excited, it still makes you say, is that worth it? Maybe it's buying a brand new leather sectional for your family. That's $2,000, whatever it is. All right. All right. So with that said, Lori, I'm going to have you go ahead and go into events, and then
Fabulous. Well, we've already heard some about what's happening tomorrow. But let's just, do you have that to pull up?
I'm literally pulling it up right now.
Now, someone in the chat was asking for the Zoom number, and and so what you want to do, whoever was asking, I'm sorry, don't remember, get ready because you want to screenshot this, but also you can access this on the boards that Diane has. You can access it on Facebook, your Facebook unit, and what else? Well, of course.
Well, you can also send in the Zoom link. If they don't know how to type it in, you
There
can
you
send
go.
in the link, and you all know where to get the link. That's also in boards, and I can show you where that is. But this is Lance, who is the pro. Go ahead, Lori. Sorry.
Okay. So this, okay, we are so blessed to have Lance, who is so skilled at translating the science behind our fabulous skin anti-agers, really, especially with this retinol. Now it's new and improved. Oh boy, and he's going to address the boosters as well. He's so skilled. You really want to hear from him and see him in action because he just is able to explain things so clearly and also accurately, which is important to me because I have a master's in science, so in a science field, I should say.
So, Lori, can I add one thing? So here's the deal, you guys. Let's just say you invite 20 people on tomorrow, and let's just say hypothetically, one person says they're going to jump on, whether they do or they don't. Here's the deal. Like Lori said, you want to be educated. When you're educated, you use a
Yes.
product and you love the product, you become a walking testimonial.
Yes.
And when you start seeing results like what Lori and I are getting, because we've been using it since we went to seminar or whatever, and Carrie's got one, and Carrie's husband's looking younger, and although Quentin's already looks good anyway, but his skin's looking amazing and everything. This retinol thing is going to educate you. So regardless of who's on tomorrow night, now Mary Kay used to say to us, earn while you learn. So if you're going to be on tomorrow night to learn, why would you not want 5 customers on? And if you want to give them a deal, I'm going to give all of mine a 13, because it's Mary Kay's lucky number, a $13 discount, but they only have till September 30th to spend it. Or you could sell it to them or not, or sell it to them at a pre-release price, whatever. But he's going to go into all of these that are SkinCeuticals, which is like right above It's not a pharmaceutical, but it's not a cosmetic. SkinCeuticals is that middle level. And so he's going to cover all of this. You guys, everybody's going to want to be on this. If you've got a bunch of kids at home,
And
get a baby.
everybody will be on it, so get on there early.
Yeah, that's the other thing
It'll
is
be a
last
big
time we had
group.
over 800 people, and I think Janice's Zoom will hold 900. So get on early, get on like maybe 5 or 10 minutes before 6 and be ready to take some great notes. It's also translated into Spanish. So Magda, if any of your people jump on, they just click the little globe on the bottom that says translate. All right, Lori, go ahead.
Okay, then to follow up with that, we have our sharing event, same time, same Zoom number, same password, and we have the infamous National Sales Director Joy Breen. Now, what is very unique about Joy is she is a three-time cancer survivor. Who among us has not been touched by cancer? Everybody, I think, knows somebody. And so you want to hear from her. She's she's very articulate and you just will appreciate
Humble.
what she has to say. What else do you want to add, Diane?
No, she's a great speaker. She will really touch your heart.
She's
And then
really
just so you guys know, if you want to learn everything, I know you saw a 1 minute video, but it didn't do it justice. These gals, because they're both Caucasian, they are bringing some bronze models on pre-recorded to show how to do deeper and darker skin tones.
hey,
This is going to be a killer event. And that is a week from tomorrow. And I would definitely invite, again, a whole bunch of customers. So,
fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. And then of course we have another sharing event um, on
the next
the
day.
following Thursday, September 18th. But don't forget, this Saturday is Mary Kay's anniversary, and we've all decided we're going to share as a gift to Mary Kay for the 62nd anniversary. So that's the 13th. But then also, guess what else is on the 15th? Woo! Star cutoff. So we're on the countdown to the star. Yes. And so at this fabulous, the largest virtual star party ever, we will have, of course, our global national sales director, Janice Trude. We will have fabulous Kim McClure, who she and her unit did millions a lot of times, and Kristen Sharp, who was born into Mary Kay, literally. um, and they're all wonderful and we are so excited, so we can't wait to celebrate you, all the stars. And remember, when you are a star this quarter, it puts you on track to be a four-quarter star, and we have fabulous prizes available for the four-quarter stars, so don't miss this one. Okay.
Okay, one other thing I want to mention, just as a quick reminder, you guys, Kim McClure, she's all over the place. When you order 300 wholesale by the 15th, now it could be cumulative orders if you've done 2 or 3 orders on CDS and you place an order, whatever. As long as you have 300 wholesale and by the 15th, you'll be invited to an exclusive call with National Kim McClure, sharing great tips and everything. If you do a 600 by then, you will get into a special drawing where they're going to give away actual I don't know if they give away prizes or anything. Maybe they
I
give away.
think they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. In fact, it might be cash.
So that this will be next Tuesday at 6 o'clock and it runs 45 minutes. So it will take the first 15 minutes of the meeting, but as soon as it's over, jump on here and we've got some great stuff for next week. So, but this you have to earn by doing 300 by the 15th or 600 by the 15th. Also on the 15th is one of the days that we're offering free shipping. So just keep that in mind. That's one of the days this month that we're doing free shipping. Anybody have questions on anything you've seen so far? So somebody asked for a video. I can't see. I'll go back through the chats. Jermaine, can you send the YouTube to me when you can? I'd love to send it to my friends. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Laura, you want to talk a little bit about how important tomorrow is, like the key, so the impact it can have on you and your team? The retinol event. Because
well,
here's what I would say. If I
yeah.
was in your unit, Lori, and you said to me, well, Diane, have people on tomorrow. And I'd say, well, I have a customer that I think might want to join, but I was going to wait till Thursday with her.
Oh, no, no.
But here's the deal. What if something comes up on Thursday and she doesn't make it? But if she jumps on tomorrow, Lori, go ahead. Tell us what
Oh,
happened.
okay. So here's the thing. You want her to be educated and excited, and you want her to see. You want her to see what our fabulous events are like. When you see somebody like Lance, and just even Janice, who will introduce him and interact, that gives our company incredible, it shows a bigger picture. Would you not agree? And so get them on, just get their opinion of what the presentation is like. They will, I mean, who will not be impressed? I don't know anyone who will not be impressed.
I think when they jump on these events, you guys, they expect it to be small, like tonight's event with our union. Oh, we might have 12 or 15 people on. When they jump on to see Lance and they see that there's 6, 7, 800 people on and all the comments, the chat is like, I'm glad I'm not in charge of the chat tomorrow. The chat going so fast, going, can you use it at night? Can you use it in the day? Like, what about this? And their questions are all being answered by other directors. And when they get on there, I'm going to say to them, I want you to see how these are the exact words I would use. So if I was trying to recruit Darylyn and she was a customer or a neighbor of mine, I'd say, Darylyn, I'd love you to jump on tomorrow. It'll give you an idea of how we work virtually
Put away the rice,
on,
please.
on our big Wednesday events. And it'll allow you to see kind of what we do at the scale that we do it, because we do a skincare class once a month. We usually have product panels or experts twice a month. So this is an event that doesn't even cost you anything if you were to be a consultant. So I'd love for you to jump on tomorrow to see. Now, if I jumped on tomorrow as Lori's guest and I saw 700 or 800 people on and I was impressed with the retinol, and then Lori said to me, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a $20 gift certificate off the retinol if you want to jump on tomorrow to listen to the opportunity or whatever you want to offer her. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Even if she's not interested, she's going to jump on because she's curious. Plus, she might want 20 bucks off the retinol. Well, if she becomes a consultant, she's going to get retinol at half off. But do you see what I'm saying? So don't think, well, I don't want to invite her on Wednesday because then she won't jump on Thursday. When she gets off of Wednesday, she's going to be so, like Lori said, impressed, blown away. Lance's credibility and the knowledge. And I'm going to say to them, oh, we get this kind of training every week. They're going to go, are you kidding? Do you guys, I know other people in direct selling companies that sell skincare and color. Their training is nothing like what Mary Kay provides. Nothing. And we don't have to do this meeting there is no thing in our contract as directors that says we have to hold a weekly meeting. But Lori and I choose to do this because we want to be able to educate and support each and every one of you.
Diane, excuse me,
Yes.
I just want to ask you, you had the perfect phrase, and I tried to write it down, and I know we can go back and hear it in the recording, but you said something like, I what is it? I hope you're open-minded enough. No,
Yes.
see, but you said it so that it didn't sound condescending.
Well, I would just say, like, if I was trying to recruit Carrie, I'd say, Carrie, would you be open-minded enough
Would
to,
you be? There you
would
go.
you be
Would you be?
open-minded enough to jump on tomorrow and check it out? No obligation. It may or may not be for you, but here's the deal, Carrie. I'm looking for someone just like you. So if it's not for you, who do you know? Do you have a daughter like you? Do you have a sister like you? Do you have a cousin, a girlfriend? Because I'm looking for, and I'm really, really specific about what I'm looking for. Right now, I'm looking for 2 to 3 local women who speak Spanish. I'm also looking for 2 or 3 Filipino people who speak, because every time I go to a festival, I have people who speak Tagalog, Spanish, they don't speak any English, and I need more local people that speak these different languages so I can give them leads. So I just say, would you be
Thank you for
open-minded
those
enough?
words, Diane, because I had the open-minded, but
Would you
if
be
you
open-minded
ask them,
enough?
if you ask them, would you be open-minded enough? Well, because if they say no,
I
then
know exactly. No one's going to say no to that because they're going to say, "What? I'm closed-minded." No, they're not going to say that. So if they say, "I'll try," say, "Oh, what would I need to offer you to make that go from an I'll try to you can count on me?"
oh,
Because I'll try, like when
that's
someone says,
fair.
"I'll try to swing by your Christmas party," they're not coming. You guys, we all know that. But if you say, "Well, what would it take to get you to go from an I'll try to you can count on me to be there?" Even if you pop into the party for a half hour, I just want to see you. Or if you pop on tomorrow, you don't have to join. Just jump on.
That's a powerful way to engage someone, is to ask the question.
Yep.
You don't want to assume, and you don't want to tell, but you want to ask them. We want to offer to them. But I love the way that you put that, Diane.
Okay, so since everybody's got a piece of paper in front of them, and I'm assuming people like Carrie will be kick butt on this thing that we're going to do right now, because Carrie's been around, so has Connie. Some of you guys have been around the block more than once. So my question to you is that let's come up with, because I really, really been serious about everybody team building and adding one. Just everybody adding one, right? All right, so first of all, I'm going to put in the chat in a minute a sample text that you can send out, but I first want to ask, if I could give you the top 10 reasons why people would want to join Mary Kay now? Pre-holiday, what would be some of the reasons? Type it in the chat or unmute yourself, whichever is easier. Why would someone want to join now, pre-holiday? Think about that.
Make money for the holidays.
Okay, so make money. All right, that's a great one. Okay, what else?
Get
What else would be another reason, you guys?
This is Kelly. Get gifts at half price.
Perfect, gifts at
Yeah.
half price. So gifts at 50% off. What else? How about travel? Like everyone's going to travel to see relatives that they don't normally see the rest of the year. It could be a sister, brother-in-law, whatever. If you're going to go see relatives, you not only could take Mary Kay with you, but then you can tax write off your visit. So maybe
Any other tax
pampering,
write-offs too.
huh?
Any other tax write-offs?
Right, pampering relatives. Anybody else come up with one?
If they wanted a new computer, I mean,
Sure. So let's look at this actual list. Now, this is an old list that's being retyped. So give me 24 hours to get this posted. All right, but I'm going to blow this up a little bit. How do I make this bigger? Nope, that made it smaller, Diane. Oh, let's go
there
200.
you go.
Whoa, there
There.
we go. All right, so let me move this out of the way. Can you guys all see this?
Yes.
All right, number one, you get to take the tax benefits at the end of the year without doing much to earn them, kind of like having a baby in December. Exactly. You could tax write off your business. You could order business cards. You could order a beauty coat. Section 2 samples, you can tax write all that off. Number 2, you're able to take advantage of the 50% on all your holiday gifts. That's the same thing that Kelly just mentioned. Absolutely. All right. Number 3, a camera, an answering machine. Who has an answering machine anymore? Computer, or a few of the tax, but I bought a new laptop. So I bought it on Black Friday. So those are some of the tax deductible gifts that you could buy yourself to do your business. Number 4, are your relatives visiting over the holidays? Practice on them, right? We just talked about that. Are your friends and acquaintances going to holiday parties? Help them with a new holiday look. It's like, who doesn't want to look, especially if they haven't seen these people since last holiday party? They really do want to look good. Trust me. Number 6, are you going to travel to see friends and family? Take your beauty coat, your beauty case with you and practice on them and write off a portion of your trip. Number 7, make immediate sales by letting your friends and family know that your Mary Kay business is open for holiday gifts. Last minute stocking stuffers, gift baskets, could be executive gift buying, whatever, right? Number 8, get some training underway so that you're ready to take advantage of the new year. Everybody in January, what do they want? Skincare. Everybody wants to take care of their skin. They're looking for that post-holiday fun thing to do, right? January is one of our biggest sales, especially for skincare, right? So those are the top 8, and I have one more to share with you that's 9 and 10 on it. Hold on, it's on a different sheet of paper. Okay, this is reason 9 and 10. I got to make this a little bit bigger. I'll make this 200% for all of us who can't read. All right, number 9, over the holidays, you'll see lots of people that you wouldn't see very often otherwise, right? What a wonderful time to share with them about Mary Kay, even the career opportunity. If you've got a relative visiting you from another state or whatever, and you've got family there too, you could say, well, I'll turn all of them over to you. I do that in every skincare class. I try to book one person and turn that whole party over to her. And number 10, since Mary Kay has no territories, when you're making all of your holiday calls to friends, keep good records. You can tell them all about your Mary Kay career. You can write off your calls. This used to be when we would pay for calls. Good Lord. But most
We need the
importantly,
online.
this is
Yeah,
a
we need
handout, Lori. Start
No, I
your new
would
year with a bang. So it's all about realizing, all the reasons why people would want to have an all cash Christmas. And I try not to use the word Christmas because I know a lot of people don't celebrate that. So what we're going to do really quick, Lori, do you have that text that I sent you? Is it possible you could type that in the chat for me while I teach this next little segment for a few minutes?
let me.
So you guys, I am just roasting on this. I got to take this jacket off. I feel like I'm going to faint. A wool jacket in a warm room is not good. Lori, are you able to type that in there? So we're about to give you guys a sample text to invite people on for tomorrow night. So I want to while Lori's typing that in though, I want to take you guys to do a little bit more mindset stuff on holiday team building. Okay, so we talked about the 10 reasons why. So how do you invite people to join? So you guys, let's play devil's advocate. Feel free to unmute. What would be the something you would not want to say? What would you not want to say to somebody? Maybe like, hey, Carrie, I can't wait to recruit you. Do you want to join? Now, it depends how well I know Carrie, but that might be kind of a turnoff, right? Or I'm in a contest, I just need a breathing person. Do you want to breathe on my team? Although sometimes that even works too. But what would be some things that if you guys were not interested or you didn't think you were looking for something, what kind of a compliment could they pay you? Or what would they say to get you to think about this opportunity? You could say, I know some of you don't like the word side hustle, but you could say, have you ever thought about making some money on the side, whether it be house sitting, dog walking, catering? Because I will tell you, if you ask the average woman, everybody's thought about a way to make a little bit of side money. So one good question would be, have you ever thought about making a little extra money? Right? Are you all still there or is everybody in a coma? Y'all are still there? Okay. So that would be one question to ask, right? Have you thought about making a little extra money? Another great question is if you could pay cash for your tree and all your decorations and all your presents, would that excite you? You literally could ask them that. If you could pay cash for your decorations and tree or your whatever, maybe they don't do a tree, I don't know. But if you could pay cash for all of your holiday gifts, would that excite you? How many of you, especially single moms and stuff, would be totally excited if they had an all cash holiday? Literally not one thing went on a credit card. What else? What are some of the other things you guys could say? Anybody? Are
This
you,
is
go ahead.
this is Kelly. I have got to call it. How much longer do you think, Diane? It's 10:15 back here.
Yeah, no, our meeting normally ends at 7:30, but we're going to stop in about 3 minutes and start doing some texting, but you're good.
Okay,
You gotta
that's
go.
fine. So what you said to me way back 30 plus years ago was, I really want my red jacket. I just need one more recruit. Will you do it? And I
Yeah, and
think we
see, and
both
Kelly's been
had,
with me a long time. So, and that's exactly why I joined to help Janice. Janice said she needed one more to be a red jacket.
I know, and
So,
I think we both had babies on the way at that
yeah,
point.
yeah,
Yeah, that was what, 35 years ago?
yeah. I think I was pregnant with Michelle. Yeah, long time ago.
Yep.
So sometimes you guys, people will do something for you because they want to be a part of your cause. Like Sherry or Carrie or anybody who says, I'm building a team. I'm building the fastest growing team in the Sacramento area, and I'd love you to be on my team. I only need one more this week, or I want to add one more this week because of our company's anniversary. Carrie, what want to share? Go ahead.
I actually used that on the girl, and tonight's her birthday, so that's why she's not on. But she'll be on tomorrow and on Thursday. She's
And
pretty.
what did you say to her?
Oh, I'm building the fastest growing team, and I'd really like you to take a listen. And she was like, I used to do the earrings or the jewelry. And I was like, the $5. And she was like, yeah. And I mean, we had a great old conversation. She has an 11-year-old who is absolutely enamored by skincare.
Okay. That's a great reason because
So,
it could be a mother-daughter duo. You could tell her
well, and
about,
then I told her the discount, and I said, look, if this, yeah, exactly. Now she can bring you moms and kids and her friends, and you guys can have a great time. She's pretty excited about it. So I'm excited.
so, and you guys, the thing is, you could be growing the fastest growing team in your town, in the state, in the county, this week, whatever. It is truly a mindset. Carrie will tell you that. Carrie's been around. She's got a good sized team. It's all in asking. I would have never thought 2 weeks ago when Diane and her daughter were at my kitchen table that one of them was going to sign up. Never in a million years. But when they were looking, God, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that. And I was their second or third consultant. I said, why don't one of you join? This is kind of silly. If you guys really are going to buy the $700 of product tonight, why don't you just join my team and then you can get it from half off and one of you can be the customer of the other one. And so that's what they did. The mom joined and now the daughter wants to join. So, but again, you don't know if you don't know. So Lori, do you have that text available in the chat?
It's coming. I tried to do it nicely, but my
Okay, well,
computer, anyway.
okay, well then I
Okay,
can,
here, let me send what I have and I'll finish the rest.
no, no, well, okay, because,
Here, about dot dot dot. Okay.
well, I'll just send this in a email.
That's what I tried to do. And because of the little,
Just give us 1 second, you guys, and hang in there because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the meeting for a second so you guys can actually literally, everybody grab your phones really quick. I know you girls that are on the East Coast, you can't really do this, but I want you to make a list of who you want to do this to later. Okay, so Laura, I've got the whole thing now. I'll just open up my email. All right, you guys, so you're going to take this text. If you prefer, I can actually text it to you if that's easier for you.
Thank you.
Copy. All right, so here's the whole message. So it says, I'd love your input at our pre-launch of Retinol 0.3 tomorrow, Wednesday at 6 PT, not launched to the public till the 15th. You can change the wording on that a little bit. That's a little awkward. Our Dallas Biochem will share us all about our new retinol, the results to expect, and more. Guest giveaways, 400 and Kate Spade and MK gifts. Want the Zoom link? Now, the reason why I did that is because I'd rather have them text me back, no, thank you, or whatever, than just to say, will you please get on? They say, I tried. So you anticipate they're going to be on and they're not going to be on. So I'd rather just tell them what it is and ask them, do you want the Zoom link?
again, let me emphasize, I love how you say, well, what would it take to get you from an all try to a for sure? I will.
Exactly. So if you send this out tonight, so what we're going to do is, Lori, if you want to go back in the chat and grab all the recognition real quick, that would be great. If all of the rest of you want to grab your phones, I'm going to pause the recording for just a minute. Challenge. So just in case you're now watching the recording, your challenge is to get 5 people on the retinol event to hear all about retinol 0.3. And so I guarantee it's going to have a massive impact on you and your business this month.